Hello, I'm Steve Bevans. I'm currently visiting lecturer at Yarra Theological Union in Melbourne, Box Hill. And I'm also a member of the World Council of Churches Commission on World Mission and Evangelism. And I want to tell you a bit about a wonderful document that has been issued by the CWME actually back in 2013 on mission. It's the first document on mission that the CWME has issued since, I believe, 1983. And the famous document, it was called, I think, an ecumenical consensus or an ecumenical affirmation. This document is called Together Towards Life. And it's really a document about the importance of life. Mission is about working for the abundance of life in our world. And this is what this document tries to say, that anything that militates against life is something that needs to be opposed, that needs to be worked against. And anything that fosters life is where the church has to be, where the church has to really work to be part of that. This document, it's really a kind of an amazing document, and it's a little bit different than some documents because it was written by a group who mostly were not Westerners. So it doesn't have a kind of a linear type of focus. It kind of has a circular focus, but it talks about the giver of life, the Holy Spirit, and that's a central aspect of the document, and how the Holy Spirit is working in the world from the beginning of the world, giving life, pouring herself out on Jesus, who then works to give life. In fact, as we know from John's Gospel, he says, I've come that they may have life and have it more abundantly. And so the document goes on to talk about how we need to support efforts that protect creation, that we need to support efforts that uphold the rights of people on the margins of society, and realize that maybe they're not on the margins at all. Maybe they are the ones who can really teach us most about mission. The document goes on to talk about the church, to talk about how unity and mission are really connected together. It talks about evangelism and how evangelism is the witnessing and proclaiming of the Lordship of Christ and the inviting of people to be part of this movement of life, which is the church. But it can never be simply a proclamation, a kind of a naked proclamation. It has to be one that takes culture seriously and one that takes the faith of other people seriously. If you haven't seen the document, if you haven't read the document, it's online. You just go into, just put Together Towards Life in Google, and it'll come right up. It's an amazing read. Maybe a little dense in some places, but it's really good. What I'd suggest is that you go to the end. There's like a little section at the end, which is a summary. Read that first. That'll give you a sense of what the document's about. And then at your leisure, you can go back and read different parts. So give it a try.